of opportunities per hour. And it's into this unique setting that we send 10 people on a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Interestingly enough, the trips that run into adversity are the ones where the teamwork and the unity comes together much quicker. When the same campers are 30 years old and have a wife and children, and some trial comes into their life that threatens to stop them cold, it may very well be a canoe trip that they look back upon and say, this experience is what helped give me the character and the help that I needed to get through this trial. At the end of 3 days, it is a moving sight to see a group of campers come across the lake with their paddles flashing in unison. These same campers are the future leaders of God's church and in the world tomorrow. And it is experiences like these that helps them learn to be faithful in little, which will go a long way in helping them later be faithful in much.
Welcome home, fellas!
Have you ever thought about how...
An important addition to the summer education program is the Communication Center. In this small but well-equipped facility, campers are able to experience for themselves some of the aspects of radio, television, and newspaper production. Who knows, for some, this might be the beginning of a rewarding hobby or a lifetime career.
We use the team concept in communications as well. We will pick a dorm and break them into various groups. Each group will work in one aspect of communications. One might do a writing assignment. Another group might do a radio tape.
It's a great place to be.
Some would work with the television cameras, while the rest of the class would be working in photography. Most of the campers who come here have never had any experience with a 35mm camera. We take them through the whole process, how to use the camera, processing the film, and darkroom techniques. Then they get to take a piece of film and make a print of their very own. It's quite an experience for most of these campers. They go out and take their own photographs. They'll go out and do an assignment. They shoot it. They make the print. Then we mount it for them, and they have that to take back with them after camp.
That's really good. I'm impressed.
One of the goals we have in communications class is to produce a complete newspaper. Each dorm has their own page, so if it's dorm 1G, then it's a page headlined 1G, or if it's 2B, then it's the 2B page. They write the articles, they take the photographs, they write the headlines, all for their own camp newspaper. They really get excited about that.
While teenagers enjoy experiencing the new thing, Many of the campers at Big Sandy have attended camp at Orr in previous years. The facilities at Big Sandy give them the chance to have new experiences and to develop new skills as they respond to the direction and guidance of their instructors.
Big Sandy is unique. Since the campers have had previous experience, they are a little older and a little more responsible. They come to Big Sandy having better attitudes, having built a little better character, having more self-discipline, and better respect for God's laws and for man's laws. It is also unique in that not every young person in God's church can attend Ambassador College. However, the facilities are being put to good use during the summer months, in that hundreds of young people are getting a chance and an opportunity to see the campus and to be instructed by the college faculty. It gives them a chance to also see that Mr. Armstrong is not only concerned about their first camp experience, but that he is also concerned about their future as well.
Now, I've tried to tell you what's the purpose of the church. I've tried to tell you what's the purpose of human life and why God had people created. I've tried to tell you something about who and what God is. Now, I hope it made sense to you, and I hope you can take these things home with you. Now, just remember, you're no better than other kids, but you're learning things they haven't had a chance to learn yet. And you try to live these things when you get home. It means there's a bigger responsibility on you to live God's way. And others don't know how to live that way yet. But there's a big responsibility on you to do it, and you'll be so much happier if you do. And look how wonderful this earth can be if we live right. Look how beautiful things are on this campus. The beautiful trees and beautiful lawns and beautiful things. And if we just live beautifully, then everything is beautiful and lovely and we're all happy. That's what we're trying to teach you here. And we have these camps all over the world. We have one in Scotland. We have them in New Zealand. We have them in Australia and in South Africa. And I think these camps are a wonderful thing.
The summer education program for Britain is held on the banks of Loch Lomond in southwest Scotland. Campers from several nations enjoy a variety of exciting activities during the 3-week program.
When I first went to SEP 16 years ago, for me it was the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, because I was given the opportunity to do many things I never thought I would be able to do. Things which in Britain were just not available or were simply too expensive for the average person. Today, that is still the case. It's a real thrill to see teenagers involved in exciting activities they've never experienced before and would not experience apart from SEP. But perhaps the greatest satisfaction to me is to hear from parents after SEP describing the positive effect camp has had on their teenagers. Many are enthused and inspired and filled with a sense of accomplishment and simply can't wait to come back the following year. In fact, I remember one parent coming to me after church services, and he was really excited. And he said, well, my son now makes his bed, he's much tidier around the room, he's much easier to work with. I don't know what you've done to him up there, but it's really great.
One other very important goal that we're really wanting to emphasize here at SEP is in relationship to your families. Sure, have fun here with the activities. We're learning hopefully a lot more about interpersonal relationships, but very importantly, the relationship that you have with your parents. And we're wanting you to forge much stronger relationships with your parents. Now, one of the main characteristics, unfortunately, of this age in which we live is that families have been split apart. The divorce rate gets seemingly ever higher, and increasingly children do not know their parents, and parents don't know their children.
So a very important part of the Church's commission that we wanting to emphasize here at SEP is, as Malachi